Well, you probably heard of the famous book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. The author of that book and several others, John Gray, here in the Bay Area. It's a pleasure to meet you for this weekend. He's at the San Mateo Event Center and live with us now. And I asked John, you're going to be at the New Living Expo. I said, just give me a synopsis. And he said, we're in bad shape. And I said, like, I didn't know that, John. But it's been over 25 years since you wrote the original book. You've written several others. You've got a sequel to it. Just what has changed the most in 25 years since the original?
Well, more traditional relationships are doing better. But what happens as women become providers, a new dynamic sets up, and we need to know new communication skills for that equality in the relationship. It was much simpler in the old days when men made the money and women took care of the home. They do their roles. Today, women are making the money along with men, so what are men's roles at home? And so often women want to feminize men and make men into women, as opposed to understanding how a man can actually support a woman in coming back to a place of happiness. Because when women are spending all day in the workplace, they're stimulating testosterone, which is the male hormone that we as men need 30 times more than women. But for women, they're not stimulating estrogen and progesterone, which women need 10 times more than men. So there's relationship skills at home that can help women open their hearts more and be happier and not be so overwhelmed, which is very common today.
I think one of the things that makes life more overwhelming now is the prevalence of social media, and everybody, we're in a text-crazy society. How does that impact these relationships?
It has a huge impact, and I cover that in the new book as well, which is what happens is when you've got a computer here stimulating your brain, it stimulates more dopamine, the feel-good brain chemical, than actually looking in somebody's eyes and talking to them. So just like if you were to take cocaine, which stimulates high levels of dopamine, in one use, your brain rewires itself to prioritize cocaine over spending time in relationship or looking at a person, conversation with a person. We become impatient, we lose attention, we get distracted, we become, particularly for men, women become overwhelmed, their brain becomes overstimulated with things they have to do. They can't find that sort of resting place in their heart and feel happy. This is all due to overstimulation from electronics. So that's high stimulation. The brain rewires itself. It can correct with new insights of learning to balance high stimulation with low stimulation, which means taking time to turn it all off and have a conversation.
Put your device away and actually communicate.
And no devices at dinner table.
Yeah, I think that's a great rule, actually. What's interesting to me is that your original book has been translated into 45 languages in more than 100 countries. There's a need for this kind of guidance really across many cultures.
Oh, it is a bestseller everywhere women have jobs. As soon as women have jobs, new relationship skills show up. Because women suddenly need something extra from the man. See, my dad just went to work, had a good job, came home and didn't get angry. That was enough for my mother, and she was a happy lady because she had a good husband provider. But suddenly when women are out there, they need a new kind, they need to feel more communication, they need to feel heard, they need to feel seen, they need to be messages that they're special. Those kind of messages increase estrogen, which helps women to experience a greater level of connection with their partner.
All right.
And these are just new skills for men to learn and for women to learn.
For sure. And you've got a new book that covers this. It's called Beyond Mars and Venus. And you're going to be at the New Living Expo, San Mateo Convention Center. There's a workshop on Saturday at 11 a.m. and a panel discussion at noon. And I feel like I'm learning just as we sit here for 3.5 minutes. Can you hang out in the studio, talk with Amma and I? We need to get along better. Thank you, John.
There's hope. Thank you.
Thank you.